Alright guys, Gemini, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to take a look at John Cena's Greatest Rivalries DVD review. This DVD came out this past October. I haven't had a chance to fully review it yet, just due to the fact I've been completely distracted with this Macho Man story DVD, which was obviously better than this. But this one, I'll explain it to you all here in just a minute if you're considering buying it or not. First thing, Vincent Flair Facebook, Gemini888 Twitter, WWE vs. TNA Facebook, and good stuff. So anyways, so let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about John Cena's Greatest Rivalry DVDs. To my surprise, I remember when this was coming, and I badmouthed it, and I said I don't want it, and I don't want it, and then it came, and it was good. It was damn good. It actually was not that bad. It was actually enjoyable, and right now I would say I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena and what's going on in this corny promo regarding the upcoming Survivor Series and whatnot, and I am not a fan of fudging mustard and this and that, but I was a fan of this DVD. So let's talk about it a little bit. One of the coolest things that you're going to see on here, it was really neat how they did the graphics on it. Pretty much the DVD starts, and it has 8 wrestlers, and you hit play and it starts, and then it does this cool little Nintendo style 8-bit music, and then it'll click the wrestler that he goes to. For instance, it'll start, and the little box will click around, and it'll go to Eddie Guerrero, and it clicks Eddie Guerrero, and it starts hot and heavy with him and Eddie Guerrero having a parking lot brawl, which was really cool to see. And what's cool too is Cena talks about each match and each wrestler before it starts. So it's loaded with John Cena matches, if that's your thing, and it was actually a really, really good watch. What I would want would be, say, a true full John Cena doc where they really let you in. This one was more of a compilation of matches, which isn't a bad thing. He's had some good matches in his career, but what I would really want was just a full doc. Just get inside the man's head, and tell you, about the times he slept in his car when he was training out in California, and shit like that, and what John Cena really thinks behind the guy. Not the John Cena Experience, not the, the other one up there, the fan edition, that's okay. But, for instance, I'd like to see a John Cena DVD in regards to like what they did with the Macho Man DVD. And we will see that one day to kind of see what one of the most successful WWE wrestlers of all time really is all about. It's got his OVW match versus Batista, Extreme Rules, when he fought Batista and did the duct tape. The John Cena and Shawn Michaels match from Raw in 2007 was epic, and John has a lot to thank for Shawn Michaels making him look so good at WrestleMania 23 and that 45-minute match. John really depended on Shawn to call that match, and Shawn did. It's weird because if you think about the WrestleMania 23 match, which I was at, main event, John Cena was the world champion, and John Cena probably calls the match, when he wrestles anyone else. But in this particular instance, wrestling Shawn Michaels, who was a superior wrestler, athlete, entertainer, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels called that match and pile driver his ass on the steps. If you remember, that was crazy. I wish they would still do pile drivers on the steps, but they've really gotten away from that. It has his feud with Randy Orton covered, his feud with JBL, even though their match at WrestleMania 21 was terrible. It was just weird and awkward to see him win the belt the way he did at WrestleMania 21. It has this stuff covered versus Chris Jericho. It's got some Chris Jericho matches on here. For instance, their Survivor Series 2008 match. John Cena, it has this stuff covered versus Edge, which was pretty good. It actually has this match versus Edge at 2009, the Last Man Standing match. I would have preferred their match at 2006 at Unforgiven on here. That was a much better match than the Backlash match where you'll see on the DVD where Big Show slams John Cena through the light. That was an okay spot. It has some stuff versus Triple H, you know, Raw, October 2009. You know, that's okay, but I really like the WrestleMania 22 match. And I'm sure that's on here somewhere. Let me see. Wait, hold on, I'm getting lost here. It's been a while. I promised this review, so I wanted to do it. John Cena versus The Rock Q&A. Their first match I thought was cool at WrestleMania 28 when they call it Once in a Lifetime, but then they did it again at WrestleMania 29. I wasn't the biggest fan of that match, so we will end this and say that it's a good watch. It was $20, tons of matches, tons of cool graphics and outside props and gimmicks to make the DVD look better than it was. I don't generally hear a lot of talk about this, but not a bad DVD, really. Not a bad DVD. I badmouthed it for a long time. Is this the Macho Man story? No. Is it the Paul Heyman DVD? No. But I guarantee if you're a John Cena fan and you just want to pop something in, then this would be the DVD for you. So I would say if someone gets this for you for Christmas and you're a John Cena fan, definitely watch it. Definitely give it the 7 hours, and I think you will enjoy it immensely. You know, I enjoyed it. You know, I got a chance to watch it from start to finish. It took me, you know, 3 or 4 weeks, but I did finish it eventually after 3 or 4 weeks. Watched a little bit here, watched a little bit there, and then 3 or 4 weeks I was done with it. So, I'm Gemini. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you. Peace out.